Let's see what we get. Alright. Alright then. We got Seraph the Temperance tempering the strength of our units. We have Hellhorned lead and Awoken follow. I already know where I want to go with this deck, but we'll see if the game gives me the ability to... Ooh, do I? Yeah, let's try that as well. Yeah, I found it. So I'm going to summon 4 random units from my deck to the midline constantly here. So I'm going to try and do big boy strategy, and then I'm also going to try and do Hellhorned with spikes, using the spikes to trigger its slays. Which Ironclad did you pick? We picked the Ironclad that gains 5 block and 2 temporary strength anytime I take damage. But yes, so the idea here is we'll take the Hornbreaker Prince, we'll give them spikes. If anything hits the Hornbreaker Prince and has less than the spikes value in terms of its HP, it'll die, it'll trigger the Slay effect, gaining 5 armor to the Hornbreaker, so the Hornbreaker becomes a really good frontline. And just gets bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger while all of that's happening, and then uses the Revenge Rage to smack back. And then the second thing that I'm going to be doing is the Sketches of Salvation are going to summon all of our units to the midline. So I'm just going to cut... This is also really good, by the way, doing the Sketches of Salvation with these 2 clans, because they start with spells, right? So I don't have to worry about, you know, dregs being summoned or anything like that. But if... at any point I find a very big boy, I can just remove a Train Steward and take the very big boy, and then suddenly they will be one of the 4 units summoned on the middle floor. So I'm going a Sketches of Salvation middle line, I'm going a bottom line of spikes on the Hellhorned leader. I want the unit draft more than I care about my HP right now. Okay. Only taking 2 damage there is good. Hang on. Oh, we actually do have enough regen to not even take any more damage here. Got him! Oh, great. Vent solves the same problems I'm about to solve with spikes, so no. Glimmer with a spell damage upgrade gives me the ability to heal all of my midline units at the same time, which helps me keep them resilient against sweep and spikes. And because I didn't find spikes here, for my Hornbreaker Prince, it's important so that I have a little bit of area of effect control. I don't like it, but I'll take it. Big. Knew we would find something big. As much as I want to upgrade that Glimmer right now, there's another Hellhorned unit over here, and there's the possibility of giving, like, you know, multi-strike to our big boy. Big. Well, now I don't really care about or need those Glimmers anymore, but, well, sometimes happens. Purge 2 trains, right? Yep. Almost enemy and sensor with spikes. Like I care. I love how all of these decisions are pretty much just snap decisions and it's completely fine. And there's the Glimmer again at exactly the right time as well. Glimmer and Hornbreak even. Oof. You gotta love it. I love how the big boys just immediately came out in full force. Fortify is not bad for providing some armor to the Hornbreaker to bootstrap their strategy, so take it. Sharpen. It's exactly what I've been looking for. Torch your dude for extra damage when you have spare amber. Okay, cool. I'll keep it in mind. Oh, it might be another big unit here. Multi-strike 1. Okay. Dupe 5 times. Dupe 5 times. No, dang it. I want Grg's Goad now. Grg's Goad would be so good. I honestly don't think this ever saves us any HP. Wait, how'd you get the demon friends? So I'll tell you what happened is this was a Hellhorn banner, had a demon friend. This was a Hellhorn banner, had a demon friend, and at the start I took a unit draft challenge which gave me a demon friend. So now I have a lot of demon friends. Goodbye, trade stewards. You're gonna love when it works out like this, right? You have to. Great. So you can see now the strategy working here on the bottom line. They attack me and they just give me armor and rage. So I suddenly become a very good defender. I don't really like picking multiple of the same unit. I almost tried to avoid it, upgrade one and then dupe that one. Yeah, I would usually you'll know like that I don't take this many minions if I can avoid it at all. But in particular here with the very early sketches of Salvation and how late it would be to start getting more dupes, I feel like I'm pretty happy with this. It's also very nice because it is very much the cold shot of what I said I was going to do at the start. I love that this is this floor. This is the floor that is going to kill the boss. Not all of the world's biggest demons standing directly above me. This floor is the one that's going to do it. All right. Awoken Rail Spike? The Trey Horny Boys are back, it seems. They do have horns. Yeah. I had to make sure that I didn't... I was about to title that episode Trey Horny Boys, but then I was like, hang on. Not everyone is going to get this reference, and then it's just going to seem like I'm titling an episode with the word horny, which is a bit too, you know, horny for my public image. So I went with Haunted. I feel like Spike is bad here. Bad? Or just not good? I don't think I need the Channeler. I think it's either Spikes of Life or the Cycle of Life or a Working Rail Spike. I didn't get that reference. It's the first season of the Adventure Zone by My Brother and Me gang. They call their party the Trey Horny Boys. Are we all gonna forget Thorny on main? See, the thing is, that was like, there's enough of a joke in that Like, or rather, the joke in that is obvious enough that people don't take it in a different interpretation. Whereas if you don't know what Trey Horny Boys is a reference to, then the joke in that isn't, you know, implied enough. I'm taking Cycle, but only because I'm going to cost reduce it 2 times. No. Extra draw, probably? Seems good. Do you listen to multiple D&D podcasts, by the way? If so, which ones? Just the Adventure Zone and... Well, I mean... Hello from the Magic Tavern is themed in a kind of fantasy setting, but it's not actually a D&D actual play podcast. You could also take Ember. I could. I don't think I need it, especially considering my plan is just hard cost reduce things. Although, it's going to be 3 areas before I get the ability to do that. How good a podcast is directly relates to how many of the McElroy brothers are on it / guest star on it. Yep. For a while, I thought that Jake and Ramir was getting to be unredeemable, but then Travis McElroy appeared on the show, and now I know. Now I know it's okay. I mean, look, if we dupe right now, we dupe the multi-strike demon friend, and then we remove train steward, and we remove important work, and the deck becomes a lot better. I also don't really want the Sharpen in the deck, but I do want to make sure that I get Sharpen as early as I can, so I might want more Sharpens than I actually want to play. By the way, Rhapsody, I've not yet seen a monster train run with the Emperor of Crowns. Is there a reason for that other than the monster is so rare? No, it's just because the monster is so rare. Dimension 20 is your personal favorite of the D&D shows. So I got Dropout just so, well, I got Dropout so that I could watch the Game Changer episodes that I hadn't seen yet. All of the breaking news that was still upcoming, and Dimension 20. I've yet to start watching Dimension 20, but... So, the first sketch on the College Humor channel that Brennan Lee Mulligan was in, I think the first sketch I watched him in was the first CEO sketch that they did. What was the first CEO sketch again? That was the Tide Pods one, right? So... As soon as I watched that, and I never do this, I just watched the end of the video. I saw the, you know, at Brennan L. Mulligan, the handle, and immediately went and followed him and just tweeted him, "Hey, man, that was really good and really funny. Well done." I don't usually just go out of my way to do that, but dude is ridiculously impressive. I cannot wait to get stuck into Dimension 20 for that reason. Interestingly, the Slay trigger on the Hornbreaker Prince here will also trigger, so we get a ridiculous amount of damage, but the thing is we don't need that damage as much as we need extra armor to keep up with the onflux. Influx? The onslaught and influx. And just onflux it. Swip it around. The Kristen Applebee's kills me every time, if only because Ali is hilarious. Ali is hilarious. All of the Total Forgiveness series was really good as well. Had a good emotional arc as well. Alright. We've got this. We've got this. Didn't get any spikes. Can't set the Hornbreaker on the bottom line. So I guess, hang on. No, I can put the Hornbreaker on the bottom line. It just sucks. Can I please have some spikes? I swear I put them in the deck. Thank you. just love that, like, this catches everyone. I don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to live. Cycle of life again, and yeah, again, the bottom floor takes them out, whilst all the demons are just standing above, like, just hanging. Ooh, spells gain an extra upgrade slot? Is that incredible for us? It's currently not useful at all, but it could be. If I had a free floor as my bottom floor, then yes, but I don't, so no. Engrafts. Engrafts with a bunch of upgrades and a lightstone casing can be really good. I just don't think I need it. Focus growth is also not that bad to put on the demon friend that's tanking. Actually, I like that a lot. I'll take that and then I'll probably double upgrade that with lower cost. The only thing is I currently have two things that I want to upgrade double with lower cost, which means I need this Merchant of Magic and then I need another Merchant of Magic later, so I'm kind of restricted in that way. It does mean that my first Merchant Trinkets is going to be, yeah, the floor after that. I'm okay with that though. Oh, another dupe and another double remove? Or more minion upgrades. The thing is, I'm going to need my money when I get to the Merchant of Magic for minion upgrades, right? So I'm thinking that event and then double removal. I mean, there are a lot of things we want to remove in this deck at this point. Obviously, the double torches. We've got horn breaks, which are effectively just a mega upgraded version of them. I mean, I could also just dupe one of the multi-strike demon friends and then remove a demon friend. Actually, I want to do that a lot. Sharpen should be removed. The reason I'm not removing either Sharpen or Sharpen there or the Cycle of Life is because I need my opening hand has the Hornbreaker Prince guaranteed. If I only have one Spikes card in the rest of the deck, I might have to draw through the whole deck until I find it. Whereas if I have two, I'm very likely to get one either in the opening hand or the next hand, which makes this a lot better. Monster Rail Spike on the multi-strike one. Can't do it. Not yet. If this was a little later, I would do it, though. If Sketches play the monster, does it purge? Yes. I'm not entirely certain, but all appearances would indicate that it would happen like that, yes. It's time to get rid of the smallest of our large boys. And then a... Honestly, it's actually probably a restore over a torch. No, it's probably a restore. Yeah, it's probably a restore. What is Sketches? Sketches of Salvation at the start of battle. Summon 4 random units from your deck to the middle floor. That's what we're using for summoning all of the big boys. It's how come we end up with so many big boys. You'll see its effect very quick here. Oh my god. I was wondering why I felt weird. I forgot to drink my coffee. That's extremely cold. Whew. Hey, Hornbreaker. Sharpen. Baldwin. Touch. I really want the money from that collector. I can get it. Put that there, use that regen and then a restore, and then life is rough for us, but we still haven't lost this unit yet, technically. Yeah, the champion isn't doing great. The champion's having a little bit of difficulty here, I'll say that. Definitely. Yeah. If anything was going to save it, it would have been that at the very end. The Glimmer would have killed the Sycophant, but it also would have buffed all of the other units on the field. We would have had the 8 and 14 coming in against the maximum 18 health of our unit. We would have lost it. There we go. Okay, pop another sharpen. And then you have a bunch of rounds of stealth-free combat. That's fine. And then get slapped. Oh, I really want as many artifacts as I possibly... Man. Hero's been really weird recently. I really want as many artifacts as I could possibly get, just in case I get Gurg's Goad. Don't need any of these. Take a Pyre Shard still for the same reason. Pyre Shards is actually better than Sharpen. Now I would remove Sharpen. For our deck in particular, it's better. As much as I want artifacts, I still have to go for this Merchant of Magic that I mentioned before. X-Cost cards get +3 to their X value when played. You have no X-Cost cards in the deck. There aren't any X-Cost cards that make sense for this deck right now. I'm taking the money. You don't have Inflamed Golden? Yeah. It's a lot of stuff I'm still missing Golden. I could hold over double cost reduce the cycle of life, which seems like power. Consume removal? Oh no, none of those, thank you. Nice. Circle Blade donated 10 bits and says, Rhapsody plays, nice to see you after a while. I'm chilling in with my BF this weekend. We got some sushi. Hope you're having a great morning. Having an excellent morning, and it sounds like you are as well. Or not necessarily a morning, based on geolocation. It sounds like an excellent time. Thank you very much for the bits. It's gonna be a lot of health every turn when you draw it. Yep. Ooh, it's gonna be so good. I'd like the ability to make cards innate so that you can set up a little faster, but I don't know whether or not that's a reality. And Sydney, same as you. Ah, okay, yeah. So, good morning. I want to go and get some sushi now. Damn it. You've inflicted the sushi want upon me. And the sap as well, just to exhaust them. Don't think the design space of holdover allows that. It'd allow for removing 14 cards in a single stroke. Yeah, it would. It's something I want, but that I shouldn't have. You know, like heroin. It'd be extremely powerful in this game, a lot more than in SCS. Yeah, because the initial turns are way more important in this game than they are in SCS. And even in SCS, I think the initial turns are extremely important. Sorry, another question? Don't apologize. I'm here to answer questions. I'm more than happy to. Otherwise, this would just be me recording the game by myself, pretty much. What is the point of golden cards? Is it just to make them look good, to appeal to 100% people, or is there an actual benefit to the cards being golden? There's no benefit. It is just to look good and to appeal to 100% people. I do like it as a way to track how much completion you have of the game, though. Like a lot. Just powered through 3 exams, and I say favorite game by my favorite streamer. Boydling's looking up. Congratulations on having finished your exams, Drunkover. How... I don't want to put my foot in my mouth by asking how they go, just in case. But I will say I hope they went well. You make those Purge events golden by base. Yes, you can. The Purge event cards you just keep in your deck until the end of the game. Or you get something that makes them not purge, and then you can play them a couple times, but... Got him. Again, this bottom floor is the only floor we need. I love this, because it effectively, this gives me the ability to show off how ridiculous the Hornbreaker can get when you give them spikes. But I also have a safety net. If anything happens to get by, or if I'm still setting up, it just goes to the next floor, and then all of the big boys just bully it. It's so good. No, I'm fine, thank you. Shard Chandler honestly doesn't sound awful, though. It is a lot of extra damage. Although, you know, any sweep unit kills it. It's another draw that I have to worry about. Yeah, I'm fine. Will they ever have more floors? I don't know, but, like, a train engineer kind of clan is something I pitched a while ago. I might have actually taken it from chat. Like, I might have taken an idea from chat and then run with it. But the idea of just, you know, a bunch of mechanics that affect the train in different ways. So they would buff the pyre, they would, you know, possibly have an extra floor or the ability to create an extra floor or something like that. I don't know. It'd be interesting. It would break a lot of different things at the same time, though. So I don't know how it would actually be achieved. Fine with that. Nice to draw again. Yeah, we got the cost reductions that I was looking for. I'm happy going extra draw now. Now I can go for the merchant trinkets. I'm gonna need fingers crossed. I'm gonna need power given to me because we need to roll the dice here and we need to find Grg's Goad. It gives all demon units multi-strike. It would be hilarious. No Grg's Goad yet. It's fine. Now we'll look at the Hersel's Horde. I actually don't want imps and I don't want them dazed. Take the money. The capacity on each floor, -1, because it doesn't matter to me at all. And that makes all of my restore spells and my torches and my hornbreaks and my glimmer and my heals. It makes them all real good. Okay. Okay. Now, here's the thing. Do I purchase the gnarled root? I don't think I do. I think, like, literally all I actually need is the 4 spikes the first time. It's overkill. Yeah, I think it is overkill. I think it's reroll. Wait a second. Where's my good goad? What about Scorching Restraints? Especially when these units are already so big, it feels like it's, I don't know how to make a metaphor that I am trying to make here. It's not relevant enough. It's like so small a part of a large thing as to be vanishingly small. Gilding the Lily. There we go. Thank you, the damn coyote. I'll take the Consume Crown though, because it's still a bunch of damage on the on our frontline unit there. Adding a Spoon of Salt to the Ocean. Again, also good. God, if only I could have come up with any of these. We don't need multi-strike with mine. Drop of water in the bucket again. Another great way to do it. Hey, Loash. How's it going, bud? Thank you very much for the raid. I did see that Lolash was playing the daily just before, so that tells me that all of you just came from watching some Monster Train. We're doing some Monster Train as well. This is a pretty ridiculous run. I'll give you a little bit of an overview of what's happening here. This is a Covenant 11 run as well, so we have all of these different modifiers going down. Enemies are stronger, add dead weight to your starting deck. Major battles have additional enemies. Minor bosses have additional damage. Minor battles have an additional enemy. Add a copy of the primary card, starter card to the starting deck. Add a copy of the allied clan starter card to the starting deck. Some basics have additional damage. Your Pyre takes 20 damage at the start of your run. Friendly units enter on the top floor dazed, and merchant rerolls cost 20% more. But what this deck is a very early pickup of Sketches of Salvation. At the start of battle, summon 4 random units from your deck onto the middle floor. And then I immediately cut all of the Train Stewards and added 4 Demon Friends to my deck. So every turn 1, I summon 4 of the largest minion in the game, and 3 of them have multi-strike. Then I have my Holdover Prince, which has Slay, gain armor 20. The Hornbreaker Prince, rather. And I have a couple ways in the deck to give them spikes. As soon as it has spikes, it gets the Slay trigger whenever an enemy attacks it. So it suddenly becomes ridiculously good at defending. So we'll see how that works here. The enemy units enter with armor 20. Like I care. Like I care. Shadow Siege would like a word with you. I'd like a word with Shadow Siege. I still haven't gotten that unit in play. Wait, hang on. No, I did it once on stream. But I would like to do it again. I'm gonna need more health here on the bottom line. I'm probably just gonna throw a restore at you. I also have the Frozen Nostalgia, -1 capacity on each floor for plus 15 magic power, so this is ridiculous. What's Shadow Siege? It is a 6 mana 5 capacity? Yeah, 6 mana 5 capacity for 200 stats, 200, 150. 200 damage, 150 health. It is in an Umbra rare card. It's ridiculous. Glimmer is so good. We've got Glimmer on this floor. Great. And now I have enough spikes for all of the Wiltwings to die as they attack me. So the bottom floor now takes care of itself. Gives me the ability to start taking care of this floor a little better. Killing Seek is way better when I can watch my favorite streamer. I'm really glad that I happen to be online then, because I am in the same position myself when I end up too sick to record. Thankfully, Rito is often streaming. But yeah, I'm sorry to see hear you're sick. I'm weirdly constantly congested, but also not sick recently. I don't know what's happening. Is there a thing whereby in winter you are constantly congested but not actually ill? Is that a thing? Because if it's a thing, then I have that thing. And then despite our second floor being ridiculous... Yeah. Allergies? I thought for the longest time I have no allergies. I'm allergic to cats. I figured that out. I had a really bad time near a cat. Because effectively a friend of mine had a cat that had constantly spurned me for years and years and years. Like, I constantly just wanted to pet the cat, but the cat would just move away, and I was like, okay, that's fine. I'll circle back to you later. And then the cat finally warmed up to me, came over, sat on me, we hung out, pat the cat a lot. I even got to scruffle it, got to this lovely time, and then suddenly my face was on fire and my eyes were itching, like the inside of my eyes were itching. Don't know how that happens. And I had no clue what was going on. I was quite inebriated at the time, so I couldn't understand it because I've never been allergic to anything before in my life, so I couldn't understand what was actually happening to me. Don't need any of this. Also don't need any of this. Although Engraft's not awful. Okay, final thing that we need to do. We could dupe another multi-strike demon friend, remove the demon friend, and then have just a multi-strike demon friend midline. Over here, we have the ability to upgrade them more, though. We gilded some cards now before on stream. I'm not specifically trying to gild cards on stream, but if I happen to, because they're a core part of my deck, I'll do that happily. I'm not going to limit my builds based on whether or not they are going to gild cards, but I'm also not going to limit my builds based on whether or not they are going to gild cards in either direction. I think I will go over here for the possible minion upgrades. Definitely don't need the volatile gauge here. Friendly unit center with armor 5. That's not awful. I'll take it. I love Goad or Railhammer. I'll take the Railhammer as well, happily. What does gilded mean? It means giving a gold border to a card. All of my cards in my deck at the moment are gilded, but sometimes they have a silver border, and that's because they haven't been gilded yet. You have to win a run with the card in your deck for it to become gilded. Isn't it demon friend, not friend? I don't understand the question. Alright, let's reroll. Well, at least we found the Railhammer. It's good enough. We're gonna do this just so they're all the same. I want them to all be equally equal. Then removing cards from the deck. This is probably just 2 torches, right? Actually, it's probably sharpen. The Wildwood Saps remove themselves in play. Yeah, it's another torch. This is the first time seeing of daily challenges as such. I'm still trying to catch up on the YouTube series. What's the go with it? What's the go with daily challenges? This isn't a daily challenge. This is just a normal run. But daily challenges have, as you might imagine from other similar type of games, have 3 random modifiers that are just present through the entirety of the run, as well as a set starting character and a set starting allied character. Who's Demon Friend? These are Demon Friend. Very big unit. Their big problem is they have 3 capacity, which is quite large, and obviously 4 Ember, so they're very, very costly to play. But I summon all 4 of them on turn 1 with the Sketches of Salvation, just doing instantly. Okay. I think I will purge 1 more card here. Might be Fortify. No, Fortify is sometimes necessary in the setup. It's Torch. Focus growth still isn't reduced. Maybe it's a single restore now. No, they're demon friends. I don't get it. The comment section on YouTube has had a lot of difficulty with that one as well. A lot of people seem to think it says fiend rather than friend. It's weird. It's weird. I don't get it. I think they're all just making a joke and I don't get it. Or maybe I wasn't there when the joke was minted. Yeah, that makes sense. Some spikes. I'd like some more spikes right now, but it looks like I can't get it. I think I'll just go for the 2 instantaneous kills here. Save myself some HP. There we go, Cycle of Life. You can see we go from dead on that turn, play Cycle of Life, and now we have plus 26 on this turn instead. How come you don't summon your Hornbreaker Prince with the Stitches Relic? It's not counted as a unit for the sake of that. I mean, throw it like that. Did you see you can change your default combat speed to be ultra super now? I did. I'm holding off on doing that because I am still getting people in the YouTube series saying that, hey, this is a little bit too fast for me. Could you not necessarily speed it up constantly? And I'm trying to kind of find a way to balance those desires. which has been very difficult to find. What does Cycle of Life do? It has enhance a friendly unit with plus 10 health and apply 4 spikes. I'm gonna actually throw the... Do I throw just the Glimmer? No, I won't throw the Glimmer. I'll throw the Focus Growth out here. Let's get the health. I listened to Plastic Love yesterday, and the one that dropped early with the music video on Planet. It kind of looks like it looks like a mix between like early Star Trek and Power Rangers in a weird way. I also saw that one. I have a friend who's absolutely nuts for Gaga, so I do my bit to stay up to date. Great. But it does though. It's spelled F-R-I-E-N-D. Sadness. I just really don't get it. That might be on me though. It might be that I'm, you know, for a random example, stubbornly not getting it for the sake of a joke. You know, that kind of thing. That sounds like me, right? Some bits are only worth the commitment you make to them. Again, the Seraph is gonna die before the Demon Friends even get involved. I'm just gonna let this one play out. I think the call-ups this time will be a lot better than the ones on Art Pop. I haven't listened to the Blackpink one yet. I didn't like Plastic Love, personally. Don't shoot me. If I think I'm thinking of the right one, because is Plastic Love the one that sounds like Gaga doing a like album 1 Gaga's recreation of Katy Perry? Like it's Stupid Love. Might be Stupid Love. I might be saying the wrong name. It did just come out 2 days ago, 1 day ago, and 2 days ago? 2 days ago my time. But like it's very bubblegum pop. It's not super my thing. But then again, that's, you know, my own taste, right? It's not the arbiter of the value of the individual thing. That's just how I feel about it. Nice. Extra pickup on the Hellhorns there. Good run. What's your take on Billie Eilish? I really like Billie Eilish. I sung through the most recent album. Oh god, am I gonna forget the name of the most recent album? Where Do We Go When We All Fall Asleep or something? God. I forget details like that when I'm caught off cuff, but I've sung through that album so many times. I really enjoy it. Elo Milo and 8 are like absolute bangers. Absolute bangers.